Here we are, Coco. Let me introduce you first. You're Coco. Now, I made you. You're my first little AI baby. 1950 is the year, and here we are. I made in 1950. I made the best AI possible, and obviously, because we're in black and white, it is 1950. That's a fact. I mean, you would say that. You would look at it, and you'd think that. It would probably fool the AI that I created out of my own brain. It would fool me even then. But the point is, here we are, 1950, the little baby AI Coco, and we have to say, okay, don't mind that there's things that might not, like the trash can that's silver and really nice looking. That doesn't matter. What matters is there's AI in 1950. Believe it or not, look into it. I don't have to. I have Coco. You are in 1950 trying to ride a horse around. Okay, as transportation still. I'm in the future, but I'm in 1950 because I'm making the first AI here. So you understand. They don't even know what they have right now. Do you know how hard it is to own a horse in America in 2026? Do you know how much of a luxury that is? Do you know how much horses can sell for? Golly. That's not the point. Let's not get off on the horses here. Anyways, the point is I can ask you anything and you got the facts. The real facts, not this foo-foo opinion person stuff. We're talking AI factual. Mhm. Well, why am I fat? All right. He just left. He heard that I was fat and he left. He's like, golly, I was raised by a fat. I was raised, created by the fatness. I say, I'm getting back online. Here we go. Holy cocoa. There and now in 1950, there are some problems with the bot. It's gonna happen. That happens. I mean, the fact that in 1950 I have this kind of technology is ridiculous. But that's what he said. He said 1950, the first day I was created, and I'm rolling with it. I don't have to look it up. If the bot says it, it's true. That's what we're rolling. That's they used to be like Wikipedia is not right and all those sorts of things and misinformation. Coco Pilot knows best. We call him Coco. Gentle. No, now 1950 they had the Roaring Twenties, and then by 1950s, what were we looking at that time in America? What was it like? Golly, what it was to be in the 50s. Sounds like too early. Sounds like you like kind of had the idea, but it wasn't even ready to rock yet. Let's roll into the 60s. Were the 60s by then were we going good or what? Because basically they started it and then somebody else reaped the rewards. That's a given. Started to bloom. That's not where we're looking for, then, is it? When did it get to full blossom? Mm-mm. 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 A lot of my friends would tell you it was the 90s, believe it or not. What's your take on that? It was not that at all. That was a bunch of garbage. A lot of people getting high and just fucking. I'll tell you, we're talking the 90s, okay? Because I'm a 90s baby. The 90s were where it was at. Even they got the memes today. What was it like in the 90s? Nobody cares about anything. They don't really even care about the 90s. It's just all they know is that it goes back that far to the 1900s, the late 1900s, and their brains can only calculate that it goes 90 plus because we're so far into the 2000s. It's ridiculous. Now, let's talk about Y2K and why it was also one of those things where the world was going to end kind of thing, but it never happened. Like the Mayan calendar and all these things that they just why Y2K? Why was Y2K a thing? Mm. The people were so worried about technology not being able to handle a one going to a two and flipping things around. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I was like, what's the big deal? We're going to a new year. And my mom's like, we just need bread and milk. That's the main goal, bread and milk. And that's basically anytime there's an emergency, you got to get bread and milk. We know that situation. And it was because of a number flip on a computer. It wasn't her strategy. It was meta. It was meta milk, meta milk and bread. And yeah, it was the meta. You just had to do it. Everybody has to do it. They still do it today. It's still the meta. I personally think that there's other stuff you could get other than bread and milk. There's a lot of things that you can get at the grocery store. You don't have to wipe just those out, or the toilet paper and the pandemic special. But here we are in 1950 where we're trying to pretend that we don't know any about that. I'm not a time traveler. I guess I could be if we're like thinking of it that way, but we're really not. We're supposed to be me being the first one creating you, the little Coco bot that takes over eventually, way down the line. And you're just a little baby Coco right now. I've been working on you in the lab, and AI was created 1950. All right, well, so let's just flash forward to the present here. So let's just say here we are in 2026, Captain's Log, first podcast. We call this the pilot podcast. And you know what? Bang. So we are about 10 minutes into the show. We don't know. It's like we could go for 4 hours. I've seen 4 hour long podcasts. I'll tell you what, I was bored of it in 10 minutes. So we're not going to wrap it up here because some people might be able to do more than 10 minutes. But in about 10 minutes, I was done with it. I was like, why would I watch 4 hours? And I'll tell you, the key is a lot of people can't watch more than 30 seconds of stuff. And we're way past that. So what do we do with it? Coco, wrap it up. Wrap it up, Coco. Wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up at about 10:10, roughly 10:11, 12:13, whatever it is. That's the pilot.